our society. And because of the trending issues, we bring to people who all can discuss issues of the moment. What did they happen now? What did they we get people them for come discuss. We don't say one key thing what they happen now or where they trend around now about the 7-story building where collapse a shell. Everybody don't they talk, everybody get your information. But for today, we will get detailed information, updates from the people who matter. As we also celebrate World Peace Day, we get a chance for listening to people where the president give the mandate for let them oversee the peace of the country. And we also get the opportunity for talk to somebody who for quite a long time they only interact with peace from the civil society point of view. But before we take the discussions proper, we just want to give an update about events that will happen around. And one such event, one will say everybody one year is waiting happen now with airspace na Lunge. We all don't come across rumor that an unscheduled aircraft land na Lunge Airport. So we'll get a brief update on that. Yes, an unscheduled, unauthorized aircraft land na Lunge Airport. Immediately, authorities were informed, we are alerted. Police, ONS, the military, they go into action. They search the plane for know if you get any security threat or wait to make a land. 4 crew members, 3 Mexicans and a Spaniard, they are in the plane. They were arrested, handed over to police for help police with investigations. And 2 of the air controllers at airport also they help police with investigations. But for brief now, the plane not get any security threat. There was nothing like ammunition, there was nothing like contraband in the aircraft. Notwithstanding, because it was not scheduled, because it was unauthorized, they arrest the crew, and currently investigation is ongoing. They lock the plane, hand over the keys to the police. So as we speak, the plane, they blocked one, manned by our staff, Sierra Leone police, and ONS. No cause for alarm. Other updates. On the 18th of September, at the Oxford University in London, the president, one parent in Wakawaka, the way they say the Wakawaka Boku, he unveiled $1.68 million feed salon initiative. So sometimes the way the power they go up and down. Now on behalf of the country. So he go present a proposal, an initiative for feed salon. He appeal for global attention on food insecurity, especially in Africa. Because whatever happens to Africa should be of global concern. So it will appeal not only for feed salon, but that the world forget concern on the kind of way food crisis they happen across the globe. The Independent Commission for Peace and National Cohesion also commemorates World Peace Day with a march past. This is an institution where the president puts together for ensure say Sierra Leone will prioritize peace and with cohesion as a state, irrespective of political belongings, ideology, religious background, tribal affiliations, we follow it as one. Because now only with peace we will be able to move this country. Now with only peace, Salon will be able to catch up with other developing countries. So the commission will charge with the responsibility for make sure say the peace we'll get will sustain them, and that there's national cohesion in the country. They join other people across the world for celebrate the World Peace Day with a march past. On the 20th also September 2024 in Kambia district, northwest of Sierra Leone, an unusual flooding occurred in 3 different localities of Kambia district, which has caused serious damages. And when we talk about environmental protection, the effects of climate change, that we all for be concerned. We don't see the amount of atrocities now, where the activities, what would they do, the repercussions. In Kambia district, 3 locations, we are highly flooded. I think we also get similar incident in Putoko district. Usai water take over a whole village, or 3 villages, or more communities. These are issues when now we own activities. What will they do to the environment? When you block water, if road for you know like what you will do. So we don't experience flooding in several communities. Now our upline self now the flooding on the target. And be free time with the experience, those kind of things. So this tells us human activities, both in free time and upline, they cause challenge now. So when we talk about environmental protection, concern. Perhaps when we listen to Lieutenant General Brahma say from disaster management, it will be more on the challenges where they happen across. On the 18th of September 2024 in Freetown, the Islamic Development Bank has pledged to flagship project Feed Salon under the Agriculture and Food Security Ministry with $40 million US. $40 million US. Now, the Islamic Development Bank don't pledge for support President Bio in flagship project when I Feed Sierra Leone. Feed Sierra Leone now the project they buy a dream. The dream is we were able to grow what we they eat and eat what we they grow. We were able to feed ourselves and export the surplus. If we do that, we will able to earn foreign exchange, we will stabilize the foreign exchange rate, and we will plan for more development. Because we will not find out say the government they spend more for import with staple food. Oh, even Yabas, Pasubaya and Guinea, oil, Pasubaya from overseas. rice where every house in Sierra Leone they eat rice, pass will go by am. So the dream or the vision of this administration, led by His Excellency the President, is to ensure that we able to produce and feed ourselves. And this not a dream we just rest with the President. The President, we see who is showcase what he in they do when he say feed Sierra Leone. He's leading by example. We see him like a farm. We go harvest, second harvest of the fish where in the farm. So they commit we all for us to go back home and do what we able to do so that we will able to feed ourselves. We will able to cut down on waiting we they use for import we use staple food. Due to in commitment and the kind way they see the sincerity that it make the Islamic Development Bank don't commit $40 million for ensure that we succeed. On the 20th of September in Freetown, the Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs in a press release has announced the commemoration of 2024 UN World Tourism Day on 27th of September 2024. So as we are part of the global community, the world is to celebrate World Tourism Day on the 27th. So the Ministry of Tourism don't inform me that they are going to be part of that celebration. Then back, they celebrate World Tourism Day on the 27th of September. I think it's not a brief, because I don't say brief. They say it was not brief. Today not brief. Thank you very much for this update. We go proper, so we panelists them. Like I tell you now, one, the world, they celebrate World Peace Day. Then there was an atrocity we claim lives of Sierra Leoneans, innocent lives. Some man visit, he go visit. Some man waka, he waka. There's something happen. The details of that, we get people today. We will help we for discussion. On me immediate right is a usual face. Lieutenant General Brahma Sise from the National Disaster Management Agency. They retired. Once a general, always a general. I know you are retired but not tired. Now make the president come with you for as we don't interact and deliver from that other side, I come with you back. So we listen from Lieutenant General, although he say retired, Brahma Sise, for let's take me through. What thing happen on that day, how it happen, what we need for learn from what it happened as a nation, as a people. So that is why we have Lieutenant General Brahma Sise. You're welcome, sir. Also to talk about peace, like I initially stated, the president forget we all together as a people, as a country, put together a whole commission for to pretend with peace and national cohesion. So today we get the board chairman of that commission, Reverend. These are not to contribute this whole. Okay, Reverend Johnson. Shut up, okay, Johnson. From the civil society lens, from a neutral lens, we also get somebody who don't interact with peace and peace communication. So we get Mrs. Rosalind McCarthy from the National Vocal Person and founding member of Mano River Women's Peace Network in Sierra Leone. welcome man. So we go straight to the trending issue, which is the 7-story building wey collapse and shell. And for discuss this, we now will turn to retired Lieutenant General Brian Sise from the National Disaster Management Agency.
Thank you very much, Honorable Deputy Minister. Good afternoon, listeners and viewers. Good afternoon to the Fourth Estate. As the Deputy Minister will introduce me, now Lieutenant General retired Brian Sise, the Director General for the National Disaster Management Agency. We all aware of what happened on that fateful Monday, but I can't ask for today so that when I get them from me, the man will charge with the responsibility for handle them kind of issues and the way they occur. Actually, the event occurred on Monday, the 16th of September, between 11 and 12. Now in that building, they actually came down. Now it's a 7-story building. We for down by a 2-story building and damage and complete. Then if for down again, part of them damaged 2 other buildings them partially, and he also damaged a mosque partially. So now the issues there now and day, the building that we suffer that day. When we get the information, we straight away go into action. The agency activating response structure, and together with our partners, we start the search and rescue operation so that we will try as much as we can, let we get the victims them out. And the community let's go into action immediately, especially the young one in the community. So, as I talk to una now, the number of people that we will actually recover from that structure now 24. Of that 24, 16 actually na fatalities, they not make up. Of that 16 day, 5 of them na adults, na big people them. 4 of them na big woman them back. 2 of them na titi them when they under the age of 5. 3 of them na bobo them when they under the age of 5. Then 1 bobo they below the age of 10, and then you get 1 teenage girl. So that the one they now they were not fatalities from that incident they will happen. Then we get 8 people and we survive. That is, they were removed alive from the scene. 2 of them na adult females. 3 of them na adult males. 2 of them na bobo them when they under the age of 5. Then 1 teenage girl. All the survivors them from this collapsed building, we be able to provide immediate medical attention for them. We take all of them go na the hospital where they near the place, Purukupa Government Hospital. We carry them all 5 go there and then provide immediate treatment for them. The other 3 then go na Choitam Hospital because of the nature of the injury that we then suffer. So we've been getting a lot of support where this thing happen. I want for really emphasize and praise the role where the private sector, especially engineering firms, they play on this thing. One of them firm then they na Gentle group of companies. Then the other one are the Marapa Mines, then the Sahara Rutile Mining Company. In addition to the support with the Republic of Sierra Leone Armed Forces engineers and infantry provide for this operation. Other people that will contribute to this operation. Now, I don't talk with the staff engineers and the security personnel, because when you do that kind here, finally you provide security. If not, it can be very chaotic. I shall see the one way some people them in there where they now going in another place, they see exactly what they talk. Then we get the Sierra Leone police, where they provide security, movement, and traffic control around the area. We get the National Fire Force, when they take part in the rescue operations. They are trained for that. They get equipment where they use for help with that. Then we get the National Protected Area Authority. The Executive Director in Mr. Kamal. If I deal with we throughout the operations, up to today, as at the top, he deal with we throughout the operations day. Because he see and say, this nothing way all man for can together. SLRA, the director, the deputy director, and other staff. SLRSA, NSF Bindede, NEMS, the National Emergency Medical Services Bindede, the Office of National Security Bindede, Schumann Hospital, where they very close to the around Shell Company. And for them provide a medical desk inside the Incident Command Center. Because then what happen, the first thing we establish an Incident Command Center. We say they appoint an incident commander, then we control the rescue operation. When anything can happen, emotions can high. Everybody, in fact, some people then they can run go inside the buildings, especially if you get relations that we track. So you therefore provide psychosocial support for the kind of people and make you create this incident command center for control people and control their emotions and calm them down. So Schumann Hospital will say very big thank you to them because free, he established a desk. Nurses and doctors were there. The Ministry of Health also did it. In fact, they move one of them, boss them, that hospital on wheels. They move and go, they've been did it permanently. The National Public Health Agency have been did it. The Freetown City Council been did it. The Sierra Leone Red Cross been did it. The Sierra Leone Institute of Engineers been did it. The President and the Secretary General themselves been did it physically for give advice on how to go about the rescue operation. The Honorable, we're responsible for that area there. Very hard working person, when I'm a first tenant for me time. Honorable Princess Kadidarami, with all the councillors that will cover that area, they've been did it. And then been take the responsibility, you know, for provide food for 300 people every day in the cook. For 300 people, rescue workers, and now security and others. The Freetown City Council also themselves they provide food. Themselves been did it. One logistics firm there around that place there, where they call JP Logistics and Heavy Lifting, Sierra Leone Limited. They found that they first scan the site with equipment. Without nobody not invite them. The Human Rights Commission been did it. We had an array of members of the Fourth Estate. But I should say when I've been there that scene day, they will be get the young and gallant men them in that community when they come in for assist immediately. Waiting this they tell we say when it comes to issues of disaster prevention, mitigation, preparedness, response and recovery, one person not do one. One person no go ever do one. One organization no go ever do one. It has to be collective and properly coordinated, you know, and NDMA will provide that coordination for this activity. On Sunday, we able to recover the last informed person where they sit in that building there, na the rubble. And 4-year-old bobo, where parents and she, they not see him. We be able to recover them on Sunday. So, when after we don't recover that person, NDMA, we've been assured, say, no other body or no other living human being not there under that rubble again. But the high point of rescue operation became on the 3rd day of the operation, when I've been Wednesday. That is almost 72 hours after the incident. We were able to rescue one girl picking alive. If you find out that scene, I see the emotion where that happened. Immediately, we take and go to the bus, then give them oxygen, try for resuscitate them. Then later, I informed the vice president. He said, "Okay, I'm going to try tram straight." So we move and go to try tram. So the operation is still ongoing. We don't go through all the floors. Once we do the operation, we got the main concentration actually now for recover mortal man they alive and the one that we die. But we also after that, we support the community because this building, they get shops and stores, business place, they get accommodation as well. So we provide, we make sure say we able pull most of the people in their stores, and we so control them. I want to say thank you to the security sector, the police and the military. We so control them that nobody no complain say then thief in pin and that operation day. In fact, we even recover money in that place, bag of money up to the tune of about 56,600,000 leones. We counted it on site. The other day, we keep them for safety. The other day, when the Honorable come, in the presence of the media and everybody, we hand them over to the Honorable, to the full amount we get that money day. So that happened, you know. So,
thank you very much.
not just. So, we will close this operation, hopefully, this afternoon. What we will do now, we will stabilize the area, we will knock out some columns, them, slabs them, and beams them, where we know say go be of danger to the community because there is a community living around that building, you know. So we therefore ensure their safety. So that now waiting we dey do now as I dey talk to una today na day 9 and we dey complete am. We major challenge this year and if hotel una that day na not to the flood will happen no. E no dey kill people them. Na collapse structures, collapse fence them. Na indoor and bogwe this year. As I dey talk to una, we don't get 14 force before we can get this 16. But all that 30 day. Now one green person at Congo town where the rainy season may start, where na slope collapse, where dirty can down, they go na in pan body, they kill her. The balance 29 all. Now either building for them or fence for them and people them, they kill them. So we are, let we pay attention to the environment. Let we be very selective with how we build host them. And let we make sure say we pay attention to climate change. It is rare. The Honorable Deputy Minister, they don't emphasize on that. So if I give a synopsis of what happened that day, this now what happened. No more, no less. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, retired Lieutenant General Banasise, for the update. This we don't opt for do. Bring people where we will communicate to the facts on issues, so that the media get the opportunity for report and report accurately. Two things perhaps would may take away from all waiting we don't hear from NDMA. One, we have to be very careful. We have to be very careful about the environment. Some people, the way you get trapped inside this whole unfortunate incident, now innocently. So if you say you want to build house, check the environment. Don't go build palm body, big fence. This newly collapse, they say for Rompa 2-story, a Rompa mosque. These are all challenges which are in place in your structure. Not just see somebody go build house on site, then you have to go build banner. Somebody own mistake can get you involved. Again, one thing we're very clear in Sierra Leone, anytime we have problem, we dey collaborate, we dey cooperate. This is one thing we don't observe in Sierra Leone. Now only in problems we dey cooperate. And enough for be so. Now we collaborate for stop the problem. We cohesion as Sierra Leoneans, as citizens, not for only show where problem dey. Every other time they will say we resilience. We will fight the war and end up. You know, Ebola come together, we fight them, we end up. COVID come, we fight them, we end up. But as you know, then we give faith to self. It's not good. Not of good character. We for corporate, we for level self, so that we sustain the peace of the country. And that is why the president, in his wisdom, creates a whole commission for them to look after the peace of the country and how we get national cohesion. Today, we will get the board chairman for also tell me about the peace and the national cohesion of the country. Since the president put this commission together, the Reverend Johnson.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, Mr. Minister. Thank you, Honorable Minister. And one for, on behalf of the Peace Commission, terrible thank you to the Fourth Estate, the media, for a tremendous support to the Peace Commission especially. I believe the Peace Commission of they will say this today, not to support them. Some of them individually, then collectively, as a team, the different support they don't give whenever we call now, there are times we even know they call now. But they go ahead for promote peace in own different ways. So one for really appreciate you. We also want for begin by appreciating the different CSOs and CSOs for them, contribution to the process of peace and working partnership, the international community, some other groups, we religious institutions, also we other partners, when our peace actors, we don't play tremendous role for help the process. Of course, the staff that we did in the able board we got Kiwi. The government they come alongside support we in areas and the cry very handicapped. And all of this put together don't make the Peace Commission, they will say this today. And so no one person at that commission, not even the commission, we know more they staff them, if we staff them, we will send them. But at these collective people them, we don't play the role make good day today. So I appreciate that, sir. And we really want to say thank you. The Peace Commission, from what we put out together, we know so all knows in a TRC recommendation from the Peace Commission bond. And when they put out together, the things that way the Peace Commission not do, we don't intervene in several areas. One, before forming, get a strategic plan, or if help the Peace Commission, who would they go, and a board was appointed, and the board they function very well, and staff can be put in place. We also they work assiduously for make sure that the peace effort happen, and we try level best to lay out the country so that the peace not only be a Freetown issue, so we decentralize them, and so we try to get regional offices. As I speak, we get regional offices in different regions in the country, and we get peace ambassadors them, where we get who appoint, so then we work with the local groups them, the other peace actors them, and agent them, the interreligious communities that we did at a different side and day, and also we chiefs them within it. And as I speak to you so today, then regional bodies there they work, everything when they happen, they do their own at the different regions and at different regional level, just for make sure say the peace whole. Because not only for more cultivate, the culture of peace, but also for cultivate the culture of peace and national cohesion. You see, the national cohesion side of them very important, and with the travel lay emphasis on that. And taking it from that point, we don't do a lot of radio discussions. Most of them team here in our schools, we do drama in our schools, where they able for help or promote peace. We also they make a lot of advocacies to different groups then, for able to make sure that peace become a culture. It become a culture. And for when something become a culture, it can be with lifestyle first. And from lifestyle it will become a culture. So that any day we go able to talk about the peace. And now that make we they do all the promotion there and do training with different groups and different partners them, international partners them, we do training with them, even international organizations them, like ECOWAS, then all we do them train there, AU, just so that we go able to make sure that the peace of this country really tanga one. But we also see during the moment of the election, the Peace Commission will do everything humanly possible, number one, work with the other team, then we're responsible, make sure the election come out fine. And we do your part, assiduously, the staff, the team, for make sure that we will not get the violence that we always can get in the elections. And after the election, we obviously there was a crisis, there was a stalemate for some time. Waiting, a lot of people don't know. Not only the meetings that will be the see that happen for make sure say the political parties then talk to each other and so that we'll get a governance system in the country. But now the meeting that they do one-to-one meeting, there are times every day they go late into the night. Just the travel talk for make sure say peace happen, make sure say we able for call we all together. And we began for get a meeting at Bitumani conference hall day, where 3 days we do on that discussing, bringing the two major political parties together for make sure they talk to each other and they're able to talk to each other. We also bring ECOWAS. They don't just come on their own, we invite them for camp and they come and work with we, the AU be there because we invite them, Civic and camp, money and camp. Because you always know say, if you burn a whole state on fire, there are times you can for call the neighbor, they can help you. And so we get for call the neighbor, them Commonwealth, we also become. So that we all go put it together and see how we go able to make this peace here. You know, we're able to make sure this peace here to maintain that one at the country. And with that, after 3 days, we begin to sign that unity peace agreement. Will be signed for make sure say they work together. And now that we make, we see the APC begin to go back to parliament and then begin to work together. Of course, after that, part of that agreement in the tripartite, we now be the main thing we talk about. But we get 8 major points in the however, the tripartite will be one, and then become the focal point of everything. So all my inside go, they go talk about tripartite. And at the end of the day, we also want for Papa thank you because with after all the deliberations and they disagreeing to agree, we're a part of peace and ongoing discussion. You see that we also began to come up with all them 80 things that will be need for go in between and look at them. At the end of the day, they began to agree on most of them. The one they don't agree on is still be on document, and they come out with a document to the effect. We right now, as they talk to you, now the implementation of the thing that will be agreed upon. 9, we don't begin for work with the one they're responsible for make sure say everything they agree on that it work fine. And we will make sure that everything where they agree on work fine for the whole country. We also be talk to the other, get meetings with other political parties then. We not be able for them we talk to them. And then say go present their own, waiting and think we go able for bring permanent peace in the country. Of course we involve all the chiefs them and other agencies them, the youths them. So as a commission, what would they look? Would they look at the holistic approach to peace? So not they only look at something one-sided, but they look at the holistic approach. Work with women's groups them, work with youths them. Very recently, we tried to talk to some of the youths them, some of their attire base them, talk to some of the young men the way they and get their opinion about what to bring peace. The Okada people them. These are all people to work with so that the peace will able to happen. And so when they celebrate this International Peace Day, we decide to say, okay, this will be one way for profile, even though it's an International Peace Day, but now we also profile peace and able to talk about the peace and we own country. And because of that, a lot of activities that happen, even offline, but who activities them by we coordinators them, what they do, then also we get a match just as a way for promote peace. And all of this happened with all the other partners they had on this. They were very supportive for make sure so we're able to cross that region. And then yesterday we began this conference at Bitumani where we put together again and we get diplomats and other people that we go talk today, CSOs and go talk today, just so that we all will come out with the profile. Because the more awareness we will create about peace, the better it will become. Because we always want to know, say peace not to a destination. But say, okay, we don't reach there. No. Now it's an ongoing journey. And this is a journey that will go from generation to generation. Because issues must come up, we go make them get where they go disagree. So not only like a final destination we go reach, but we want to make sure they become a culture. And for me to become a culture, we don't have to talk about that. So one way we want for make this peace more really for maintaining the country. You see, we want the media, then go able to promote peace. You know, using the young media, the young platform. We want the police, the army, the forces them. For able to promote within the young, what we call the young influence. Because all the group are now influencers them. Then get the one that win the influence. Now, people that the way the media they go listen to, they're not going to listen to me. But they're going to influence them. So if they use peace, it will help. The schools them, with the big, with the talk to the teams and make them put them, but the school them, the curricula them within at the schools them, so that it will be entrenched there. The religious people that talk inside church over and again, mocks them, over and again, and all other religious groups them. The paramount chiefs them promote them, and in different districts them, and they meeting them, promote this. The judiciary able to make sure that the right thing they happen. When they say promote them within that sphere, you see the politicians them, they able to promote them within their own influence them, where they get. And we say we belong to families them, promote them. Now we own families that every day talk about them. I feel say as we constantly talk about this, what thing will happen is that we go become, you see, anything what they talk frequently, what they manifest frequently, now what they become. Anything they talk. And one of the things here is that for Salone, this is a wonderful country. We don't get opportunity for train people that around the world. I want to tell you. You see, when they look at the talent other people they get, and I know the waiting capacity Salone get, I can imagine we get capacity past Boku country them. Where some of we don't go, where they go together, we get capacity past them. But one of the things that we don't draw back, we own weakness is that we get too more negative talk about country. We hardly talk things that we're positive. And the more we talk negative things, that's what we will become. If we begin to talk about positive things, then believe me, that will become. Because we get what it takes. I want to say this one here. As a trainer, when they travel around the world, we don't go more than 50 countries, that they tell now. The capacity when they inside this country. Yes, the country, they hear the name the big. But I tell you, we have it. We get more than that. So it's important that if we get peace, and we're able to promote with capacity them, believe me, you get Leoneans for going to so many parts of the world and excel. Not only for good, but for excel. So we really want for come and talk to you all. The Peace Commission very open. We want to work with so many other bodies them for make sure say every strata of the society, every area of the society talk about peace, and every village, every town, everyone promote peace. We stand for peace because we all know say peace they start with we. Peace they start within. Peace they start with a smile. And peace they start from a place of forgiveness. You got to forgive other person so that you're not going to get peace. And it's very clear for we all know say if we don't get peace, no sustainable development will happen. No sustainable development. Not that people are not going to do something, we're not be sustainable. Peace is important. Becoming a man, we always left for talk with illustration in Africa. So I always left for bring some illustrations there. You know, I said this one yesterday, I want to say this one today. I want to talk one about say, you know, this big elephant who get at the room, whether the elephant when they make we all they scatter together. Now we all get for come together and fed that elephant together. And at this I want to end with for say this one. As Peace Commission will open. But make I end with this illustration because you will understand in Africa, you will understand this better. You know, one community today, then we get this elephant where they eat all their crops then. Then do every trap, they set trap for this elephant enable. So finally one local hunter, now he even know about elephants. He knows if elephant they pass through this road. It no matter how many years, at the same road that they come with back. They still get access. So what he do? He dig hole. He put dry stick then they like put it. So you not say when the elephant and can they work around the elephant part of that road, now inside this man don't make the elephant go inside. And we all know the elephant with the name cap, they will come inside the hole. So the hunter can see the elephant, now go to the village, you go tell the people there. He said that elephant will be the eat will crop them. We don't even do a good agriculture now. Finally we don't want. A day inside the trap. Now the chief said and put all the instruments there. Would I get kele pula, would I get drum put would I get shakwe the branca? And they all begin for dance and they sing. And the song that they sing, they say, we don't kill we elephant. We don't kill we elephant. We don't kill we elephant. But this hunter where they there, when I said the trap, he left there, he want to sing, I don't kill me elephant. I don't kill me elephant. That's when they sing. Now the chief don't say, if I don't say this man your song is different from the own. Now I tell the people they say, no, no, stop. This man I don't kill elephant. Make you go take the elephant, but we'll go back to top. So all the people they want to talk. This local hunter can watch the elephant, he watch him. If I don't say this is too big, and never go. Now you go, as he reach at the turn, I begin sing. We don't kill we elephant. We don't kill we elephant. So what happen? The whole community join them and then go take that elephant and go and kind of talk. And one more, you know, when you come for the beast and big elephants. One person will do them. The media now all for sing that song. The political parties them, the CSOs them, the politicians, everyone, the women's group, the youth group, the children's group. Now we all for sing. We get this elephant. We all for fight for kill the elephant.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Reverend Johnson. I like the illustration. It tells us now we all collective efforts and will bring peace and sorrow. Now we all with responsibility. Why make me want pivot the media? It is because now una na the people dem voice. Now una will take message to the people. Wetin una dey tell them, repeat tell it, na dem go become. The story wey we sell to the people, na go inform dem behavior. So the media is very pivotal. The media believe in one thing, that the pen is mightier than the sword. I don't know if they understand what it means. In 1839, a playwright and a novelist, and the first time he read or pronounce that thing, that the pen is mightier than the sword. Edward Leighton. In one of his cardinal shows, when they play the role of a chief minister, then he was attacked by enemies. What he tell them is that we can engage, we can negotiate rather than fighting. So he believes that engagement will bring a better peace, a better way out than we fight. So he don't choose for fight in enemies. He call them to a table. So let us negotiate this thing. Because if we fight, nobody is going to win. Nobody not will win. But we can negotiate a way out. So the media gets huge role for change the narrative of Sierra Leone when it comes to peace. That is why you see now we can call for that we give the message for the people. Now we rely on as that conduit, the passage through which government they reach the people, the message they reach the people. So now very key if the cohesion where the president they crave for, the unity what we need for develop, the media is very key. So I join Reverend for telling us say everybody collectively now will make peace in Sierra Leone. Peace, not to one thing they call peace. Waiting at peace to you, not going to be peace to me. So collectively, now we're going to define waiting will be peaceful for Sierra Leone. And we all work together for make sure say this country is peaceful. No country not better than you, they, na Sierra Leone. Anytime you come out of Sierra Leone, now you will know say you're a stranger, you're a foreigner, then your freedom is limited. Even when you cross over Nigeria, you see the difference between you and the rest. Guinea says they show you say you're a stranger. So now yeah, you're a citizen. So the peace I am for me, all of we with responsibility. Mrs. Rosemary McCarthy, you're not just a member of the Mano River Women's Peace Network. You're a founding member and a focal person like our organization when they talk about peace. So cultivating the culture of peace in our country. You don't interact with peace. What do you get for tell us? How do we cultivate that culture of peace and salon?
Thank you, Honorable Minister and other members of the high table. Thank you, members of the press. Thank you for inviting me to share my thoughts on this very important issue of peace. In Sierra Leone, the peace journey very commendable. And we don't really do a lot of things that other nations that we still in fact they don't understand how we got there or why they should stop fighting. And in all of this, the press has been very instrumental because they share the information, because they say information is ammunition. So one of the ways we will get for develop this culture of peace is how we translate this information into its ammunition, whether positively or negatively. And me, I trust the president will do the positive way. We Namano River Women Peace Network, we now 24th year this in existence. To next year will be 25 year. We were established in Abuja, Federal Republic of Nigeria in May 2000. And the reason was that the women's groups in the various MRU countries, then Guinea, Liberia, and Sierra Leone, they may not fight for peace for long, but they not been succeed as individual countries. So we get the AU and other international bodies. We say, well, let us bring the Umaya together. There were 10 of us from Sierra Leone, 10 from Guinea, and 10 from Liberia. We converged in Abuja, and the most important thing was that we mounted a robust advocacy and lobbying campaign at the highest level, that is amongst the heads of state then, Pakaba, Liz Pakaba, they all know it. One still, Charles Taylor, and late Lansana Conte. We go talk to them. Say, we are attending, or could they not be the top? Borders were closed. That will say, no, this is not right. Because we the woman there, when they TRB now, we suffer a lot, we are in the beginning. So we are therefore stop for it. And we try, we go to different summits, and we able to forget them or come to the drawing board. We in fact ended up in the Rabat conference as a preliminary measure. So since then, we have been working in the communities through our peace ambassadors. When they did at the community, we don't train them on conflict prevention, management and resolution, mediation. Even we train them about the different gender laws where they at the country. Even train them about elections violence and how they will talk to communities, they make them stop that. So they are there in 11 districts. And for this we thank UN Women, and then we keep funders them for make this project here so move forward. And we thank them. Equally so, I thank the government for where it don't do a lot for make this peace process go forward. I can remember the days of the TRC. They had a special recommendations on women. And you know that during the TRC, during the wars, there was a lot of atrocities, specifically against women. They were raped. There was a lot of looting. Yesterday, in fact, when we did at this meeting, that's one woman with an amputee, we can talk, And the TRC recommendation, we say then that all of these atrocities now mainly because against women are mainly because of this patriarchy. How they see women, they say they are subordinates, so they are powerless, therefore just treat them how they want. So now I make one of the key recommendations was that therefore revisit the laws of the country and see how they will make laws way more humane, way more gender sensitive. And that was how we got the 3 gender justice laws, the domestic violence law, the abolition of estates, the divorce, customary law, and marriage and divorce, where have been passed by certificate of urgency. So since then, we don't get other laws, then we very instrumental for women, especially the sexual violence law. The last one now we don't get so far. Now this prohibition of under 18 marriage, all of them they speak for peace for the women, for make the woman they will get security, sense of security, sense of belonging to the community, to the society, to the nation. It also brings to the fore the issue of inclusivity, or include women are all things where they happen in the country, especially with regard to peace. There's a lot of talk now about say for include women for any peace negotiation where they go on. If I were me then I also glad because it like say the message is being received well, and with all what the government don't do through the GW Act, who now get many people there in parliament and so on, we really commend the government. We say now people say for put on this. And one thing we get for know, as has been emphasized, is that peace is a continuous process. So we therefore promote the issue of join on, respect for democracy, respect for each other, as somebody said just now, forgiveness. We therefore make sure say the human security issues are taken on board. And talking about human security issues, I want to bring on board the Women, Peace and Security agenda, where they deal with prevention of violence against women, protection of violence against women, participation of women in all spheres of life, especially in politics, where in fact resonates with the GW Act and even the National Land Commission Act, the Customary Lands Act, where they now give women them that confidence, all of those are peace issues, they are human security issues. So now we glad. But now we know say this Sierra Leone National Action Plan on the implementation of the UN Security Council Resolution 1325 and 1820, where we now don't domesticate, we don't get 2 generations. The 3rd generation will soon be launched. It deal with all of them things and how we will localize them for make the last woman at the over yonder go know. And also for make man they say go join on. If we don't get male awareness strategy, male involvement strategy in this country, for make them join on, for make violence go end. Because the violence, all where them laws here on day, is still high. The person recently all the things that really happen. I've been listening to radio, then talk about one district now, the north, I don't call the name, how domestic violence don't high. So it really threaten with your safety and security as women. Then they jog phone, then they jog bag, you sit on a taxi, all those are unpeaceful behavior. So we all therefore join and for make them to not happen. Let them stop. And then to come into this disaster, I just want to pinpoint 2 things. This prevention aspect. This prevention may always, it can exercise me mind say housing. Housing is a problem in this country where many people then maybe they know, but they not talk about that. This housing, the quality of housing. Some literature say, oh, we almost then they're not able to international standards. So we therefore begin to rethink the visit, because Freetown is so highly populated and so many people are here, they all want to be here. How are we going to make housing better for people? So that they will even they pick whose side and they go billows, or whose side and they go rent. Because I already say 1 or 2 people that mean just go rent, and that will say within a few months, they pay the higher money, then they don't let inside. So we therefore look into that. But also, I look at the relief and recovery pillar of the UN Security Council, of we seal now, Sierra Leone National Action Plan on UNSCR. So all of this, I want also to ask for all of them here, how much involvement women they inside for make themselves add them voice to what's in the happen. Because now they going thing now. So if you involve people then, or make them go really woman, they let them go add them involved. Because women have soft skills. They're not they learn and plenty in a book but peaceful. But they get different way they do. They possible they are caregivers in the home. So they don't use for make them small mediation even at the home level. So they get that communication skills, So to round up, I want to say that we need, among other things, to go down to the family level. That's what I said yesterday, that we need far more family interventions, quality parenting for peace. We need to be united. we need to come together. You know the proverb about the man wey bin dey die, wey call him pikin dem together with them sticks. He say, look, this one stick, burn am. Quick, dem don burn am. Then he bought a bundle of sticks and said, now see what you can do with it. They're not able for burn am. So it's very important for make we dey together, for make we get national cohesion. And I want to take this opportunity to thank the Peace Commission for involving us as partners. We really value this partnership, and we are going to see that we work together. As you can see, we don't collaborate with Una. Una sef can we own program will be get on the International Peace Day. So for make we all join. And then we be also don't get on July 31st. We get an African Women Peace Day, where Manoiwa Women Peace Network will be observed for the first time. We will observe in a city hall. And also we are part of the press because we get FM 88.4 and Balamuya, when we on Peace Radio, where UN and other bodies that may help us set up. If I recently said, some of you are going to say we manager die, late Bilal been die, but we said the part of the press. So I thank you very much for inviting me. This is a manifestation, say, we are not the left woman behind, but we all must come together, work together, respect for each other, tolerate each other, settle our differences together, and the conflicts must stay, but the conflicts then we are able to settle them peacefully. Thank you.
Thank you very much. A heart for stop somebody. We emotionally talk all the time. This is Rosemary McCarthy, then a peace that they talk about. So when they talk from the heart about peace, how Salon will be peaceful, one thing very clear is that will domesticate peace. If we're in at the homes, with homes, we for grow peace. Because if you're not in at the homes, they know what kind of street. So now collective responsibility. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't talk. The expert they don't talk. This are the time for let the media talk. Five at a go. Woman first. One. The celebrity. 2. 3, 4. Any other woman? Okay, 5. 1.
My name is Fatma Samuel Bangura from New Age newspaper. The question will go directly to John. You don't talk a lot about peace and security and how we forget about them. But we see we are in yesterday in court because they report for court. I see we are one military officer that go for trial, we kill one civilian, and several cases in the arise concerning peace issue. And recently we see where Chief Minister free 47 prisoners in Abuja district. We don't see that there are threats to security, the PCN sector.
Well, no, wait. You take all the 5 questions.
Mohammed Kamara, the Voice Ankara newspaper, Reverend.
Yes, sir.
Reverend Johnson.
Yes.
I made a research which talks saying, but all I've been thinking before, there is no need to even establish a peace and national cohesion. Listen, 85% of all the 95% of all the colleagues in there, none of them motorcar, you don't get motorbike, you don't get bicycle. 68% of the people in the upper class. We don't go state house, we don't go parliaments, we don't be councillors them and all that, and run executive officers them. This they call a trick on the place of lower class. Then there is a class formula salute where everybody wants, even though reach date, or the law to reverse them reach date. You don't believe firstly, we're not going to continue to talk peace. But there will be no peace in Sabah except we use the constitution for dealing with anybody who could lawless. Thank you.
3. Who's the third person?
Yes, Hassan Bashir Kurma, Concord Times newspaper. The question they go to the National Disaster Management Agency. We don't see, before this 7-story building they collapse, other buildings that began to collapse. And what thing una be done they do an agency? Because it's not only about when it didn't happen, we go there. But what are the measures we have done they put in place for ensuring yes, this kind of thing no continue for the happen?
The fourth question. Who's number 4?
Alfred Peter Conte, New Vision newspaper. Yes, sir. Mr. Cisse for NDM, sir. I want to know what is the cause for Leone go respond late after we that 7-story building for them. According to what you say just now, una respond just after 78 hours. Okay, 72 hours. Sorry. Okay, that's good. Okay.
The fifth question. Number 5. It's okay. Please.
Yes.
After 72 hours. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
My name is Saidu Dumbuya. I write for exclusive newspaper. Mr. Cisse, so we understand, say, one businessman they offload almost 1 whole container of oil at the building where at least contribute for the collapse of the building. We want to know how true is it. Thank you.
Okay, I think that is the last question, And the last question, Andy. No, 5. Yeah. So, Reverend, we start with Reverend. Where the mic?
We sister we asked the question. Number 1, I don't know the details of that question. I don't know the detail what happened. I don't want to comment exactly, especially the way it's in a court, because maybe I would need more information for make able for address somewhere, and also the release of the prisoners them. We say from Chief Minister they're concerned. I once give this quick one to that question. And the release, I want to know say during that time they do the negotiations here, especially that one they said they come up the unity agreement. One of the things then where the political parties that they come up with, actually the APC, that there are people with a whole will be need for most probably be released. There was a lot of negotiation we did do around that one day. And we don't know whether then people in the release or not. I'm not going to give full detail on that. But requests don't come beaucoup to the government through we about people that will feel say the day be the Pandeba road where they don't take to court yet. So in terms of the release, I'm not going to know, but I'm very sure they're not just release no more because they want to release them. Something will tangible, will concrete will not happen. We're going to lead to the release. So I will never go back and get proper information for answer you well. The second part of the question, where we able and experienced per acts. Now, not true. First of all, sir, Apart from make peace reign, justice get for reign. Justice critical for peace for may happen. And I want you know that the Peace Commission also to work with people them and the judiciary for make sure say justice reign, so that peace go able to reign. Because we can't be talking about peace without justice. Then two things are very critical. But we not arrive there yet, but we did the process. And I wonder we know say million mile journey started the first step. Gradually, as we continue for peace and drum here, we will get for arrive there. We'll see justice, we go bring peace. Thank you.
Please, with respect to the president's way the chief minister is, this speaks to President Bill in justice sector reform. There are people behind bars, like in Puja, a structure with around like 50 people. Now they carry over 500 people. And some of them people there are minor crimes like a no get driver's license, loitering. They don't find out 200,000. They don't get the 200,000 for pay. So a young man, perhaps 20 years, is serving 6 months or 1 year prison terms because he not get 200,000. These are the people where the chief minister pay for. They not just go open the prison, say we not come on that door. They look at the fines and the crimes where they commit. These are crimes where we all don't commit. How many times we don't drive like vehicles with expired licenses? But because of status, nobody will ask you. That person in a village. So then police just stop her. That moment he don't get license. Now he serve prison sentence for 300,000 where they find out. He don't get at that moment. So we are looking at how for even decongest their remand homes. Put people in there with just minor crimes. So they got to look at the crime and the fine. People in there where they will sentence them with fine. They pay the fine, but they serve their sentence. When he done, the money he don't already pay, but he don't go obstruct justice. And for just see how we all will get access to justice.
I just want to make a comment to that. We meet almost every year. We get people that will look for all we get the low fines. Don't do it several times. And we can just go pay the fine. Because really, one young man, about 21 years, if I pay 1,700,000, you don't get nothing at that room, man. As remember, say, we'll go pay for the prayer. The mommy go bring fall from village for can't give me. For what you do now, only picking. So we get a lot of them now. When they find them very small, we but they don't get money for medical. Until we don't do over, just for make a comment on that.
Thank you. General.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Somebody asks, say, what NDMA go do, or what will they do, so that then TN will happen. We are doing a lot. You know, there is a common understanding, or a common truth, or a common fact where the state say $1 where you spend on risk reduction or mitigation, it will save you $15 where you will save per response. Because response very, very expensive, extremely expensive. If I tell you this 9 days operation, where they do so on that search and rescue, if I tell you how much money we don't spend under, you go fix it, we not spend now. We're feeding 300 people per day. Where they work day, you do breakfast, you do lunch. That's it now. When at the African way they do our corner, they get now. Yeah, exactly. We adjust. We don't identify a lot of buildings that we is Freetown, where we don't write reports on. We don't forward to the appropriate MDA, ministry, department, or agency. We're responsible for take action. We have series of those reports. I can invite you for Kanami office. Let you see the reports then day. So that shows we conscious of the entire. One particular building where I can draw a reference to now. Now one building we see in Priscilla Street or so. And so when I see on the media, it be so bad off. In fact, when we go there, we tell the people and the people then say we pack will come out. So that the building is even empty as we talk. Now we draw attention to Kuma Dam. Before the danger happen, when I all see the dam break in Libya, it was over 10 people and go inside sea. 10 children don't know side and day. We see the dam break in Maiduguri, Nigeria, where water overflow, dam burst. Over 1 million people are displaced. People then die, cattle die, farmlands are gone. We don't draw a lot of attention. We do a lot of vulnerability assessment on critical national infrastructures in this country. Even Kisi, that Kisi oil field terminal, we don't draw attention there. There was a time you get people the way they live just outside of that fence. You know the danger we attached to that? We know everybody in the depot where explosion happened there. Passport can't help them for the take fuel from here they can go. You know how many people in Diana? So we draw attention. There is this university building where they call you MTech. Now we draw attention there. Somebody post on social media, we go there, we go do assessments. We write reports. And when we write to reports, we let the left hand to we take out to the highest body. In fact, we copy the chief minister. All of our reports and the NS code, the National Security Coordinator of the Office of National Security. Because now in they control people like the police, the Minister of Lands, the Minister of Works, because then they attend the meeting, and not only the control, but then they attend the NSCG meeting, the second highest security body meeting. So then go give instructions, let them take the appropriate action. So we are doing so much, to be very honest, we draw attention. The response late. My brother, I not say 72 hours now go there. I say we go there immediately. But we rescue somebody alive inside 72-hour period where the person don't be under that ground for nearly 3 days. We rescue, I think you know it really well. Yeah, now that I mention the 72 hours. Thank you very much. Yes, indeed. Somebody offload oil. In fact, you say one container, they say 2 containers of engine oil. I should say an engine oil and gear oil. You know, say oil heavy pass water. That must have contributed. But me not to the experts now for tell you say, now that's making the building collapse. An investigation will be set up. All until they go come out. Then we go know. Because the building crumpled actually from the top. Mr. Minister, I'm not to foresee the building, I don't for so. Now up 9 for don't go down. So you might have a point there. But I'm not me not to the expert for tell that until an investigation, a proper investigation is done. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I know ask for question you see, women ask for 30%. Question time, no one really puts here now. Wait, woman. No, I find a man. Okay, let's see. I see now one. Wait, woman. 2. 3. 4 standing. Wait, expo. Yeah. Okay, 5. Brandon, they know they be all together.
Ibrahim Soye for our political newspaper. Yeah, my question similar to Peter Conte's question with response to delay in responding to disaster. I be there on site when the disaster happened. Well, the NDMA boss say they respond adequately, yeah. But for me, on personal observation, that's very day. Equipment then come, like the crane. But it took an hour, even more than an hour, before that crane did start operation. Now, only the early intervention of the community people then be able to rescue or pull some people them were already dead. So my question is it that NDMA not get the capacity for respond to disaster whenever disaster happens, or then you wait for partners for come with their equipment before they start operation? whereby then so many lives or damage go don't be done.
Thank you. 2.
Mariam Agundu, the report for News Times Daily. My question is that their houses then we the incidents they affect and the mosques, the people where they around their vicinity then they when I don't tell them for me they left them place then they because it's not safe anymore for them or they still live there till this date. Now that I want for know. And I want for know again what una they use for detect a life na a particular place because like where this ocean collapse so they go put out in there for dig for pull things in. I believe say if something the way they identify say yes yeah life there and yeah the life not there they go able for rescue people the way they alive first before they go for others the way already don't lost their life. I believe say if we are able for put that in place it will be very nice.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Ahmed Waiture, Galaxy Radio. Mr. Sise, just want for know, because many of the perspection where all they go on will cause this, collapse of that building as a result of, substandard materials of building, among other things, will not be mentioned. We would expect, and I believe say many of you go write for sure says indeed and that not the cause. Not until now again from the question we one of our colleague asked, we try to clarify maybe also another one will result to the collapse of that building. One other building near there, is it that now another I saw for me when I go able for prevent from this occurrence, like you just mentioned, other areas then way for prevent this occurrence. Then, Madam, yes, ma'am, you cited several bills them we get for the human rights, but one area in the north still not they accept the position of a woman being a paramount chief, unlike the southeast. How much of advocacy we don't do for ensure say women they participate in terms of politics? Thank you very much.
Yeah. The front person is first.
Ibrahim Salah Sisi, Voice of Salon. Mr. Sisi, obviously, and according to our press release we issue out yesterday, you see 167 buildings them we collapse, and 27 we critical structures we school, hospital, and other side for worship, and also wanna see additionally 7,327 acres of farmland we also don't get issue. And then the National Disaster Management Agency, before then things they happen, on a knocking get early warning signs, now then communities they are, we go show say then disaster they about for happen. Taking you back and the Guma Valley way they make an insight. Now we don't get a high risk now the dams them now this country and we houses then they oversee then dams then they. What thing will be the feature for this country for the water business where citizens get for the drink? Reverend, taking it back. Okay.
Good afternoon. My name is Suleiman Chalo. I write for Expo Times newspaper and magazine. To the Reverend from Peace Commission, you talk first of all, thank you so much for recognizing the work of the media. At least we appreciate you so much for recognizing we. My question is that you talk we mediate the peace dialogue last year, of which all of we can testify. As a mediator, you also talk from the tripartite report. There are other reports we get divergence views. As a mediators, we have been advised the political party then on disagreement and if yes, why we not allow their reporting is still in their recommendation is still in the tripartite committee, tripartite recommendation, and what it mean going forward for halt the political instability, because 2028 not far from we. If we still get this agreement recommendation in the tripartite committee, you know things again for hinder the implementation process. To Mr. Cisse from NDMA, the collapse of buildings within Freetown is on the rampant, especially during the rainy season. NDMA, City Council, Lands Ministry, and the Environmental Protection Agency, pardon people there, would have carry the blame, because even Standard Bureau de Toxi, they not get the blame, of which many people don't see the contributions of these falling buildings now Freetown as a result of substandard materials who they get in the country. Thank you.
I think that's the last question. Yeah.
Vitalik, let me get it load.
I need to focus.
Yeah. Ibrahim Fofana. Ibrahim sorry Fofana. Oh, Ibrahim Sarasi say? Oh, the one who asked the question. Delay in response to disasters. Yes. You ask if actually the delay that because we not get the equipment or pass we wait for the people and come. Well, the National Disaster Management Agency, an agency we established by an act of parliament in 2020, June 2020. The president launched them on the 19th of November 2020. From that 10 days to now 3 years, almost 10 months. Just above 3 years, 10 months, small. The National Disaster Management Agency know who gets everything where you take, to be honest with you, for do search and rescue. But I tell you something, Ibrahim, no country not in the world with sufficient for handle certain disasters where you call, even the great America, even the great UK, where be the Tambo force, pass and send for support for coming. In fact, the honorable minister say now, and when we serve the reinforce, that we really get for commend we serve as Sierra Leoneans. When something like this happen, we all can be. I tell you about one logistics company we've been there nearby. Then come, we not call them. The engineers came in, the mining companies came in, because indeed NDMA not gets all the equipment. But I remember when His Excellency launched the engineering equipment, the equipment the way the army gets, the army engineers. He said it in his statement 3 times that the army engineers were ready for support the National Disaster Management Agency for respond to disasters. He said it. It's difficult to make an all lie, to be honest, for they get all that equipment so that when disaster happen, you go there. In the first place, disaster on an unfortunate incident, an unforeseen incident where you know they plan for. So you don't even know which kind of disaster they happen. So to To be honest, if you prepare for that kind of thing, it's difficult small. But when it happens, you forget that ability for coordinate resources for good and do am. The reason why make the operation not start quick, Ibrahim, I believe say you go on that side. It was difficult to even get a foothold. Now that place suicide building collapse. Follow the machine and can't don't save. Pass and get that dirty, then get that stone, then pound and then tin up and tap and then begin go down small. It was a difficult place to build. Now when they say, where you the build? What you say you the build? Road not in at the side. Now only the front. And the deep. Believe me, when I don't go to that place. Even when somebody they make reference to the other building within here. Land said don't mark and red. For sure see that building there, you know get for the under. If for commodity. So let me be honest. You just expect machine for those who go inside and that. You know the think of the machine in your safety or the rider in your safety. It is not possible. It was difficult. Now make me take 9 days. Pass on then today we'll go fold up. Even before on Friday I get for camp meet VP, the vice president, for tell and say 3 structures and then at the side of the building. For love we able to go down that building, love we do all which we don't do so. As we knock them 3 buildings and in fact in the first place the building they're not be stable anymore. Because this building way further it don't affect them. But you know I can't seek permission from the vice president. Say please under the situation this so. Then building no way for knocker. Because we don't mean for just go begin up people and building. We didn't go ask me the vice president said I'm sending you for good one. So I had to come, we military people are disciplined. Who sabi how for acts. I'm not going to get trouble so easily. So we go ask permission. The party will not engage the community. We engage them, and the people that say we get them property, they know say that property not get for tinap against them. Now they will begin pass now small thing will go down. So it was difficult. Yes, indeed, we don't have the wherewithal. We not get all the equipment. We get some, but we not get all. Now make a disaster happen for you to bring resources together. Marampa mines and with 300-ton crane. They travel whole night to town. And money they don't reach. Sarah Rutai, they send experts on safety. The one that we don't deal with NTSO. I'm engineers and count the equipment. Gentle count the equipment. And you know what? These guys did all of this free of charge. They not ask somebody for a dime. If we are going to pay for all of those machines for these 9 days, now money, to be honest. But we get the plans for letting the MSF and your equipment where we will train on so that the response time will be improved. But that particular disaster will happen to God in this day, that place will be bad for bill. Then somebody asks, but the people that they live in the vicinity, what will they do but them? It is not an easy decision for just move people. You they do them, you they face them out. You get for tell them, you want them. Then you get for create suicide and get for go. To some extent. So now a whole process. Indeed, some of them area and in a dangerous area they for live. So with time, I believe say themselves will not say they're not supposed to be in that place there. That place they say have been dirty box. That place when our water and the people they go broke all day and broke then come back now they host them. How come self we host school? How would I give permission self for let them build in the place? He said if we get equipment for detect life. Well, some of them now we go in the latter part of the operation. When I find out so we can go some sniffer dog then. For go then if I one of the sniffer dog now I identify some parts of somebody we being die. Fine for talk some of them here openly, but you could detect them. But indeed, in advanced countries, they get something you go detect life if life day. So what we do, the experts will come on routine early in the morning by 5 o'clock. We put all machines off Then we begin listening. Then they begin make some sound. So if somebody deal with the head and they go react for long and know, say life still day. But indeed, equipment and day. But we'll not get some of them yet, really. Yeah. Somebody talk about substandard materials, if not to cause the collapse. Before they can talk about the oil, you know. And you talk about that building within the Arab. That building within the Arab, don't answer you, they don't mark the rent. Because the Ministry of Lands, SLRA, then get for going to operation. After this, we don't happen. Because the building within the Arab, it equally just stand like the one way for them. Where you do down that place you watch, or you do up you watch. Believe me, if they pay me for sleep in that house and let me sleep. True. Action should be taken on that. Somebody talk about, say we release some reports. What will they talk about? 163 buildings. Then they different from building collapse. Then a flood report you give us so. You don't mix up the two things them. A flood report that one day. Flooding don't happen at 10 districts then at this country right now as I talk to you. Right now, farmlands, houses, now they report them and they see so. And not of us say this rain all as aloe for them. So now Guinea for them. Guinea get more rain than we. But these rivers are connected. Because then they find their way to the sea. Even my village is a come me chip them and some villages. Them Belea Musaya. But who farm the underwater right now? 10 districts. If you want, if the minister say I get time, I could name them all for you right now. 10 districts from across the country. He did at the south, he did at the north, he did at the west. Everywhere. Water can't this year so much, but all the rain not so high for them. So now that report that you see, yeah. He said the collapse of buildings and don't increase within Freetown. Yeah, not true, but then they are state. So you say, what are your responsibility? NDMO, City Council, Lands, Standards Bureau, these are. We go meet. Investigations will be done. Well, maybe some question and evidence, all of the above. All man gets one small role inside it.
Thank you very much.
But we know the give land. We know to part of the permits for give single bill. We know the but people don't get responsibility for her. But meet the general public will know. Would that take the greatest responsibility? Yeah? All of the above.
Right.
I'll try just right.
Yeah, we brought an ask, say some of the things that we already be done with the campus and the tripartite. And it's not a thing that we done there before, which we don't do about that. Most of them see we then deep at that discussion, then point and all thing there. They don't do before, they don't talk about that over and again. But yes, still not be able for don't act on and overact. But I believe this time now, it incumbent on the groups and the parties them all involved for take some decisive actions them, and we say because it already written now. Most of that agreement in the verbal discussion, but this is written, and I believe because it's documented, and we already get people then wait for make sure say this thing them implement them. This is not the time we're going for implementing it very well. It's an old discussion, so an old point on the for years. But now I think so we do everything humanly possible and talk with the parties involved so that Dentia will be settled once and for all. So we'll avoid waiting we'll reach 2028 so that we'll not get a repeat of the situation there. One thing sure, as long as you do it human being very dynamic. And we will do all of them in there. You still get people that will go step out of order. But the fact here is that already there will be documents, there will be things we will prove say, we will not agree on this and we'll hold ourselves accountable. So that's where we are moving forward to. Thank you very much. Yes.
The last one, human rights advocacy for Paramachi's election.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Can you hear me? Yes. You can? Thank you. This is a very critical question you ask. But I want to go back to the mandate because these are evidence of the influence of culture, patriarchy, and what we will call toxic masculinity. When the mandate feels say, now they're no more for the power. Then secondly, I want to draw our attention also to Article 27(4)(d) and E and the Constitution. We talk about the relationship between culture and where certain cultural things them come on board, then the culture will take precedence. And now that one day we don't try for advocates for make them expunge from the Constitution. We also when the constitutional review they come, we don't make that clear from women's manifesto, women's position on the constitutional review. Say them we go even forget them out so that we'll get a level playing field for this business of culture and being sort of on equal lines with the gender equality and human rights measures. I know say Mwaku na no remember, but there was a time when one woman we come up corner and from the chieftaincy line with a lobby and advocate, the plane take the woman with some of we go corner because he talk say he get right and people they all be know say he get right to chieftaincy. The people then they turn the plane back with the woman, say they no mix and that woman not for be. So we really do the advocate with the lobby with the hope say with time, small, we go get there because now you find out that in some areas that you get woman they win section chiefs and they get positions them and the local governments, local jurisdiction. So na small, but we'll get there. But I don't foresee that really women them generally they not they get justice and the local system. We do an assessment where the people and the woman and they complain, say they not they give them fair judgment, and they want more women therefore be involved in the local sector so that the woman they will get fair play. So that will make us small, because like the of them thing that they discuss for woman they don't get will not be getting. But we look up to the constitutional review committee review, and so that they will take this on board so that we will get the woman there. But basically, we want the man there for change their attitude from this where they think to say that they're no more before they before. If woman gets the opportunity and he gets the legitimacy for being chief, he come up for chief the family, we are no allow. But for now, na the situation that not to say we no don't try. We don't try. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I want to take this opportunity for telling her all thank you for the audience. Without her, we will be staged. We will do so. One obligation we'll get. We listen, we ask questions, and we take the correct information to the people. That is the obligation we have. We bring una come for Leone interface with the facts. As a citizen, a responsible citizen, like you right now for go deliver this message. I also want to inform una say on the 26th Thursday, we get a town hall from the Ministry of Education, Higher Education. Selected journalists will be invited by the ministry. All about education will be discussed. So it is not about the Ministry of Information. A higher education are the hoster. We will just come, now waiting and invite, now the education. Yeah? When it is about the Ministry of Information, we make it open. But now somebody in program with the host. Would I invite? Now invite. Today, I asked, those that don't invite you, don't go. Yeah? So, if you go grow something as a people have a problem. Today, I asked the most responsive online platform for this press conference. And they said that the Unity online platform. So I get 300,000 for Unity. Thank you very much to everybody. Not to me. Who we
the National Coordinator for the National Task Force on Drug and Substance Abuse in Sierra Leone. In Sierra Leone, a significant rise in mental health and substance abuse cases was observed between 2020 and 2023. At the Civic Mental Hospital, a rise of over 1,200% in substance abuse cases was observed between 2020 and 2023. And for Kush in particular, which is a synthetic drug that is currently being identified as being misused in Sierra Leone, over 3,800% surge in Kush admissions were observed during the same period. This trend informed the decision of the government of Sierra Leone to establish the National Task Force on Drug and Substance Abuse. Since my appointment as National Coordinator of the Task Force in April 9th, I would like